tonight, a family heartbroken after their loved one is killed in a street robbery.
Now police are searching for the gunman who witnesses say drove off in a maroon SUV.
It happened at 40th and Walnut in the Midtown area early this morning. Police say the victims were walking home from Westport, but as you can see, this is several blocks from the main restaurant and bar section.
41 Action News reporter Andres Gutierrez spoke with the victim's family today, and Andres, what'd they say?
The victim is Zachary Pearce, Mike, who had lived at this apartment building for a year and a half. He was working in Blue Springs. In fact, he had just worked a few hours before getting shot in this very spot.
I'm kind of stuck, I don't know what to think of this.
That's how Joe Pearce has felt since detectives told him early this morning someone had fatally shot his 24-year-old son, Zachary.
I had so many questions, but I couldn't talk.
Around midnight, Zachary and a friend were walking home from Westport when a maroon SUV pulled up to them at 40th and Walnut. Jacob Kinnear was close behind in his car.
I come up behind them, getting ready to swerve around, and I just hear a gunshot. So obviously I slam on my brakes and kind of ducked down a little bit. I didn't know what was going on.
Police say a man emerged from the SUV demanding that Zachary and his friend hand over their phones and money. They did, but it didn't satisfy the thief, who then opened fire. A bullet struck Zachary as his friend's screams echoed on this block.
He was clearly, in shock and just trying to get someone to call 911 to get an ambulance down and help his friend.
At first I thought it was a fight, so that's why I ran down, and I noticed he was actually out, and I started giving CPR.
This man, who didn't want to be identified fearing retaliation, says crime is up in this area, from street robberies to car burglaries. He's even had to chain his steering wheel to the driver's seat to deter criminals. Zachary's family says the young man had already been a victim of theft twice.
My wife repeatedly was writing him to move out of the city. She was begging him to move out of the city. And he would say that he felt safe there and that it would be fine. If anybody ever wanted to rob him, he would cooperate fully, so he would be fine.
And now this thief was not alone. Police say that there were two other individuals in the getaway vehicle, that maroon SUV that went east on 40th and then south on Warwick. Now, there is a growing memorial for Zachary out here. There is also a planned vigil happening at 8 o'clock tonight here at the corner of 40th and Walnut. And that's where we're reporting tonight. Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.
All right, thank you, Andres. Detectives need anyone who lives in the area and has security cameras outside to please check their cameras and footage to see if anything might have been captured. There's been at least 26 violent or property crimes reported in this same area over the last 3 months. That's according to the most recent search on crimereports.com.